You know, a bronc rider won't nod his head for that gate to come open until that horse is standing there as good as he wants him to stand. So why should I put myself in a position on these riding horses to have them not respond according to what I need them to respond like? In other words, if he's starting to move, in my opinion, they're not ready to get on. But if he's standing there quiet, letting me move around, let me do what I need to do, then I've got a whole lot better chance of having a good experience when the feet start to move. Hi, Dennis here, Capital Training and Shoeing. The video you're getting ready to watch is me putting my first ride on this little mare, and you're going to see how I got forward motion working, how I got softness working. We helped her with her back up, and we helped her with her turned arounds, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's a little bit lengthy, and I put her through quite a bit for a ride, but she was handling it nicely, and I feel like that if I can get all the way through to understanding, like she didn't want to back up like this, and you can see that right now she's responding very nicely, and you're going to see how I got that nice response. So you're going to get to see me work through a bit of a resistant attitude. You're going to see me work through some confidence issues that the horse was having, and I think you're going to see a lot of techniques and tools that you'll be able to implement in your situation at home and help you out on horses, getting them to guide better and listen to you better. So if you like what we do, I'd appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Okay, right now what I'm looking for is this horse to step forward and laterally at the same time, like that. So I'm doing this to soften this horse up in the jaw and in the shoulders, and to get a response of forward motion right here, like that. As soon as she responds, right there where my leg would be, instead of overreacting, right there. You see, as she goes forward and she gets soft, then I can go straight, or I can bring this horse around to the left, which is going to be the exact thing that I'm going to want to do when I first get on this horse. So I'm just looking to get good communication down to her feet and softness in the face. If she's bracing on my hand right here, I'm just going to move that bit just a little bit. Just kind of put a little vibration in that bit so that this animal can get soft up here on my hand. And get soft right up there. There we go. And you can see that the hind end and the front end are working together. And right now the hind end is on a track, one set of tracks on the outside. The hind end is moving slightly faster around me than the front end. So we've got softness right there. Now I wasn't having to hold her in that position, I just set it up for that to happen. I'm going to go on the other side and do the same thing. Take that stirrup and get that forward motion, because it's going to be, she's wanting to push on me right here. I need her to move that shoulder away. Get that shoulder moved away. There we go. Bit overreactive right now, so I'll just stay there with it until she softens up. I want to get her a little softer right up here. Right there. Like that. I'll let her have that. Change direction. Ask for that softness forward again. Nice, very nice. She's real soft, flowing around there right now. So these are going to be some tools that I'm going to need when I get on her back here. Okay, so I'm gonna let her have that, and I'm gonna go over here to the fence right now and use this fence post to help me to teach this horse how to come over so I can get on her from the fence. And you know, it's a maybe not an absolute necessity that you do this before they get on, before you get on, but I'm in a little bit of a compromised situation right now to where I need the help of the fence to help me get on, and I just want to teach that to them so I don't have to wonder if I can reach up there and reach that stirrup. So first thing I'm going to do is tie this lead rope here, and then ask her to go away from me. Right here. Move that hind end away from me. And go all the way over to the fence. All the way over to the fence. There we go. As that hip tried to make that move, I stopped immediately and let that animal have a relief right there. Now I'm going to ask her to come around me to the right here, to my right, to her left. I need this animal to step around me. Okay, I'm going to untie this because she's proven that she's not going to test it. I need to get a little more distance. Get that hind end to move over. All the way over. There. I'm going to wait right there. That's a spot of relief right there for her. I'm going to ask her to move on now at a side pass all the way around to her right. Side pass. Side pass. So I need her to move her back in faster than her front end to make that transition over there. I need that hip to continue on. I need that hip to continue on over. There. You see what, as soon as she moved that hip over, she was stuck back there in her hip, and as soon as she moved that hip, she looked out this way and wanted to leave, so I was prepared to block her off here. I'm going to ask her to move over just a little bit further to her right. See her, by looking through the fence like she's doing, what she's actually trying to do is look away from me and then use that as an excuse to bring her hip into me. So I'm just setting a wall here. I need her to turn loose with that hip. There it is right there. As soon as I got that step, I quit immediately. I'm going to ask her to come on around here again. I'd like for her to side pass around me to her left now, to my right. And come back over here to this free spot. Okay. Now then, just go back over to the opposite way. The reason that I want this working is I want her to be comfortable all the way around in this spot. And I want her to be looking for the opportunity to move her feet where I want her to move her feet and how I want her to move them with a good attitude. And if she's comfortable over here, it's going to be a whole lot easier for her to be comfortable when I'm on her back. Let her step over there, move that hip over. Keep moving that hip. Want to step through there. Okay, I didn't want her to step through yet. So I'm going to crawl up here on the fence now. And I'm going to send her back away from me. And here they keep going. Keep going. She's stuck in her hip right now. Just sending energy down there. There it goes. When she made that step, there it is. I'll wait. And right here, I might just touch her, let her know everything's okay. Let her just settle here a minute. Okay. Now I'm going to ask for this side pass around this direction. You got to move that hip further. Keep moving that hip. Okay, I'll start to bring her up in here. Just want her to come straight forward and leave her hip. The reason I'm bumping up on her, I'm asking her to move her hip away from me, and she's not responding. She's just numbed me out. Okay, I'll bring that front end up here. I want her to stay straight right now and lead up past me. She's lost my forward motion, so I'll get the lead rope here just a little bit to get some forward motion. She went by and see the hip go away from me, so I've got to have a way to keep that hip from going out there. So I'm just bumping straight up on that. There it came around. So the minute that hip started stepping to her left towards me, I quit bumping up here. But when she comes up here, I'm just bumping up, bumping up, bumping up. There it is right there. That's a good response. You got to respond when I ask her. She doesn't get the opportunity or the luxury to just come up there and shut me out mentally and quit responding. I need her to come forward here. Nice try. Go again. Okay, let her sit there and rest. That time she didn't try to take her hip away too soon. She just did right there, so I'm just repeating what I'm doing and showing her that when that hip comes that way, there's a release. Okay, now she's in a good position here where I can have a good chance to step on her, so I'm gonna fix my lead rope up here. But again, she stepped back and moved her feet. I didn't ask her to do that, so I'm gonna ask her to move forward here just a little bit. Wrong choice. I'll bump up with that lead rope, get that hip moving around there. Get that hip, there we go. Now, just lead straight forward here. Consequence for not stopping, consequence for moving her hip, but see how much quicker her response is to get back over there with her hip. Ask her to come down. Now we're getting somewhere. Right there, I'm gonna let her have some freedom. Let her have some freedom. Reach back here and rub her on the hip. Now, what I like to do is take my hand with that McCarty in there, and when I'm reaching for that stirrup, it's just to have her stand there quietly like that. Now she moved her feet, so I'm going to set it up again. She was thinking about leaving, not thinking about staying. So, you know, a bronc rider won't nod his head for that gate to come open until that horse is standing there as good as he wants him to stand. So why should I put myself in a position on these riding horses to have them not respond according to what I need them to respond like? In other words, if he's starting to move, in my opinion, they're not ready to get on. But if he's standing there quiet, letting me move around, let me do what I need to do, then I've got a whole lot better chance of having a good experience when the feet start to move.